Hi, I'm Gianna, and I'm working with Jasmine, Kelsey, and Kaya, and we will be presenting our upcycled skincare. If you don't know what upcycling is, it is recycling something in such a way that the resulting product is of a higher value than the original item. The process provides environmental benefits, innovative opportunities, and appeals to ethical consumerism. Of course, this project in particular is focused on upcycling and skincare, which can be identified as beauty products that incorporate ingredients derived from byproducts or waste materials of other industries, such as waste like fruit peels, coffee grounds, or olive pulp being repurposed into active ingredients for skin treatments. The practice of upcycling has roots that date back centuries. Cultures around the world have used whole plants, herbs, and food byproducts like oils or pulps in beauty rituals since the beginning of time. For example, in traditional Chinese medicine, nothing was wasted and every plant had a purpose. While it was not called upcycling, these were the early examples of using leftovers or natural excess for skincare. In the early 2000s, brands began to promote organic, cruelty-free, and green beauty products, but upcycling still wasn't mainstream. Now, upcycling has grown alongside clean beauty, eco-conscious consumerism, and industry innovation, becoming a key marketing trend in sustainable beauty. There are certain parameters that an ingredient or product must meet to be considered upcycled. These include being certified by Upcycled Certified. And for example, an ingredient must contain at least 95% upcycled inputs by weight, excluding added water, while a product containing upcycled ingredients must contain at least 10% upcycled inputs by weight, excluding added water. These certification processes typically involve the assessment of several factors, including material sourcing, process transparency, and quality standards. Material sourcing signifies that the origin of the materials used in the product have been documented, confirming that they are indeed upcycled from waste streams. The manufacturing process must be transparent and adhere to sustainable practices, ensuring that the transformation of materials does not harm the environment. And products must meet established quality benchmarks, assuring that upcycled items are durable, functional, and safe for consumers.
Moving on to our target consumers, we first chose to market to women in our initial rollout. Our male interviewees were much less likely to buy extra steps or deviate from their routine, and our collab is also more targeted at women. Later on, we would like to focus on our male demographic. Price is frequently mentioned as a key factor when purchasing skincare products and is a primary consideration for many. Concerns about the product working for their skin and the quality of the product were also significant considerations. Also, potential chemicals affecting the skin, germs being transferred, or more acne were raised regarding upcycled skincare. Some participants explicitly mentioned checking ingredients for allergies or sensitivities. Overall, the main concerns were the functional and safety elements of value, suggesting that the target segment primarily cares about whether the skincare product works safely and is affordable. This aligns with the idea that consumers care about the satisfying needs, not just the product itself. Now, do consumers want upcycled products? This is where we interviewed three people each. All of us interviewed two women and one man to get a variety of information. Throughout the interviews, we learned a lot. The general consensus among interviewees was that they would be open to trying upcycled skincare products, but the primary concern they had is the product is clean, high quality, and does not contain harmful ingredients. They're rightly concerned that the cross-contamination of certain chemicals or other substances could be very harmful to the skin. This is where we have to fulfill their safety needs first before we can move up the hierarchy of needs towards a sense of connection and belonging. After our interviews and evaluations, we found that the four most important components of our solution were these. Our solution had to be set at a low price, no more than $20, and it had to be an effective product that is safe on sensitive and acne-prone skin. What we identified as the most important factor was that we could not replace a step in their routine and instead had to find a solution that seamlessly integrated into their routine and complemented their products. The primary functional elements it had to fulfill were reducing the cost, ensuring quality, reducing anxiety around safety, and providing hope for a more sustainable future. And this is where we noticed our participants have shown that their actual state matched their ideal state. So there was no need for a new product, and this is where we need to come in and raise their ideal state.
We found that other brands struggled because of two main problems. One, they were too expensive, and two, they offer a very broad range of products, expecting you to replace your entire routine with their products. We saw in our interviews there's a misalignment here. Consumers are already skeptical about the quality and effectiveness of upcycled products. So when they're too expensive and there's too many of them, it kind of pushes you away because you're trying to avoid the whole brand. We had to focus on a niche and reduce the cost compared to our competitors, where brands like Pi have an average of $50 per product. Um, we had to overcome the perceived risks and lack of information associated with upcycled skincare in general to completely effectively compete against traditional and other upcycled options. So our solution was to create a skincare brand called Brewed Beauty that focused on one's use sheet masks that use upcycled tea leaves from the brand Tazo Tea. This tea brand has a good reputation and is dedicated to sustainability. We turn perfectly safe, high quality tea leaves into effective and affordable sheet masks, so nothing good or good for you goes to waste. We decided to also not do bundles, which is kind of something that we was a jump for us because in our initial rollout, we decided that people are less likely to buy bundles of skincare due to the reasons we previously stated, especially an upcycled one, which they may already have some concerns about. We kept our prices low at $10 per face mask, and we have four options for different skin benefits. All of our masks are sensitive skin friendly and have been tested for harsh chemicals, as Tazo tests their tea leaves 7 times for safety and purity before they go to sale. So our website holds everything Brewed Beauty related, including our product collection, about us, and contact page. So I'll show you right now. So our about us page, it just shows our mission. We ensure purity on the main page. So it's at the forefront of your mind. Links at the bottom also work to go to our Instagram to that effect, which you'll see later. There's our products page. I have the blurb about the benefits of it and the price as well. We also have a bottle, which is a tea infused bottle. Where you can put your own tea in it. Here's our crossover, which you'll see on the next slide, but it's our campaign with Smith. So our contact page, our email actually works. So you could, if you had any questions, you could direct them right to us and they would actually come to our account page. Here we have a little bit about who we are and why we care about sustainability. We also have the link to our Spotify to get people and consumers more engaged with the brand where they're going on. Here's a little blurb about upcycling, how to get people engaged. If they don't really know what it is, you can learn some about it here. We have a link to a kind of explanation video, and then we have some fun ways that you can start upcycling on your own. Thought it was fun to engage people that way. And here's our collaboration page. I'll talk more about it in a second, but this is our collaboration with us. Influencer and is known for her propensity towards natural products. Our chamomile sheet mask is our chamomile Nara tea tops. So that's our collaboration. Instead of just a campaign, we have a product that's her brand associated. And then here's our little frequently asked questions section. And that's about it. Here's our Brewed Beauty X Nora Smith collab. She's a popular model and influencer. She's known for making viral videos of making most of her food at home for her and her entire family, as well as other at-home products like homemade toothpaste. And she also makes lotions and serums and stuff like that, especially for sensitive skin. She's been very bravely open about her lifelong battle with eczema, which meant when we teamed up, we knew we had to create something gentle, grounding, and genuinely effective that worked for all skin types. We also expand our reach with this collaboration and leverage her existing audience to propel our momentum. She has a large fan base not only online, but also in the newspaper sector because she's a model. So here is our first mask. I'll go a little more in depth on it. This is our original mask. Our priority was making them effective, so we had to use properties that have actually been shown to improve the skin. This masks not only hold wellness and therapeutic value, but also have elements of quality and sensory appeal. Green tea has a multitude of health benefits and skin benefits, including having EGCG, which is an anti-inflammatory and has antimicrobial properties, which have been shown improvement in treating acne-prone and oily skin. They do this by reducing sebum excretions in the skin and also this mask also has anti-aging properties.
Our Tazo Passion Brightening Mask has many benefits, including the hydration of omega-6 and 9, which helps moisturize the skin and make it softer. This mask is also an anti-inflammatory, which helps with acne and irritated skin. Due to the hibiscus ingredients, this helps with elasticity, which can help the skin with anti-aging, as well as the ingredients of the orange peels help with collagen production and help brighten the skin when having dark spots. Overall, this fulfills the consumer needs because we are giving them a new lightweight face mask which helps with acne-prone skin and is a clean product to add to their routine.
Presenting our third mask, the Calm and Chamomile Nara Detox Mask. For centuries, people have used chamomile as a natural treatment for skin dryness, irritation, and wound healing. Chamomile extract is also anti-inflammatory and moisturizing, which soothes the skin and helps with skin conditions like eczema. Furthermore, the medicinal properties make it a good fit for antifungal uses as well. This brings us to our fourth mask.
Lastly, the Prickly Pear Cactus Mask. It is a deeply hydrating sheet mask that evens skin tone and supports the skin's lipid barrier. Prickly pear is a common ingredient in moisturizers and cleansers due to its hydrating and antioxidant-rich properties. It can brighten and even skin tone, reduce dark circles, and includes vitamin C, E, and A. It also contains magnesium and potassium, which support deep hydration. They also include omega-6 and 9 fatty acids, which help repair and strengthen the skin's lipid barrier. Since we raised the consumer's ideal state, we wanted to provide a product that would enhance existing routines and be an addition to tried and true routines of our consumers. Brewed Beauty masks are a perfect addition to routines, offering targeted, efficient, and low effort benefits that complement your daily products. They do not require long-term commitment or a change in daily regimen.
When we talk about our socials, we're available on Instagram. We have a Spotify playlist, which is our Tea and TLC playlist to rest, rejuvenate, and restore good vibes. And we're also available on Gmail, where people can reach out to us with their questions and get to know more tips and get to know more about our brand. When it comes to Instagram, we're leveraging our Instagram account to market, and the cost per click would be $0.5. The duration of per ad would be 30 days. This number is usually industry standard when it comes to Instagram advertising. Furthermore, the advertisements would be circulated in two specific regions, which is Los Angeles and New York City. According to our research, the purchasing power of consumers in these regions, along with susceptibility to newer products, are higher since up-and-coming brands launch here all the time. Furthermore, the LA clean girl aesthetic seems to be perfect for our brand. Furthermore, creating testimonial reels and Nara Smith collaboration will be perfect to market through this channel. Now, when we talk about our in-person campaign, we're planning to do this in two phases. One would be the campus pop-ups. Second would be posters that would be posted around LA and New York. Since we plan to launch in New York City and Los Angeles, which are major university cities, this could be leveraged to have in-person pop-ups. These pop-ups could be organized in collaboration with campus clubs such as Reach USC, which is a social media influencer club that usually collaborates with brands and facilitates campus pop-ups and wider audience engagement. Universities like University of Southern California, UCLA, and Pepperdine are located on the West Coast, while New York University, Columbia, FIT, and Fordham in New York. This is a great starting point since they amalgamate a wide range of students hailing from different parts of the world, but inherently are exposed to different content and products on a regular basis. The social media campaign is a predecessor to the in-person pop-ups that create the hype around the new launch. Furthermore, leveraging Nara Smith in this campaign is highly pivotal due to her recent emergence as a clean aesthetic influencer opening an entire new niche for herself. The green tea masks, even though exist in the market, they don't have a stronghold niche surrounding the upcycling of its ingredients. Mockups for the pop-ups are in the appendix. They're AI generated using very specific prompts to reach the result. Now, when we shift to the posters, we're taking a peripheral route approach using snappy taglines and minimal content that is attention grabbing. However, on the ones like the two in the center, a part of the poster, which is the bottom, explains our mission statement. People who are interested will have the opportunity to learn more about it and get interested. We also plan to build a recall for our brand as our campaign will be plastered all over the city. As for our T and TLC playlist, there is an easy and actionable attention grabber in the QR code that consumers can interact with. On Spotify, the brand contact is also linked. Now, coming to the main question, why should consumers even care? I would say this in two things. One, social currency, and definitely the trend of clean beauty. Our idea with this product is to appeal to socially and environmentally conscious youngsters, specifically Gen Z. Through a Narismith collaboration, the brand's identity and purpose gets across with the peripheral route of marketing. This is to say that even though the product has notable skin benefits and appeals to sensitive skin, the campaign does not necessarily have to state the obvious benefits. Since Nara's entire identity surrounds the clean, made from scratch organic cooking, along with her personal journey highlighting her battle with eczema. The upcycled green tea masks would directly appeal to our target audience to not just have something clean and organic as part of their routine, but also embrace who they truly are, which is basically the ethos of the brand. This brings us to the end of our presentation, and these are the sources that we have used. The AI used in this presentation was to average product prices on competitors' websites, generate question and answer prompts, and also use it for our mockups. Thank you so much for listening, and if you have any questions, you can direct them to our email. And quickly to show you the mockups, this was the pop-up specifications that we came up with, which would be a two-step one, which is mask bar, where people can actually come brew their own masks using green tea ingredients that we provide. And the second is a tea lounge, where they can have a green tea zone with live Tazo green tea refreshments. These were the pop-ups that we would be putting across all campuses. And this is the mock-up for the packaging. Thank you.